Hello, welcome to the EFT tapping meeting. Today we'll be doing a tapping on clearing some money pain. And this tapping is mirrored by Brad Yates. So if you haven't checked him out yet, he's got lots of great EFT videos on YouTube. I personally tap with him a lot. So here's a little script mirrored basically by Brad Yates with a little bit of my additions throughout. So please get comfortable. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just notice in your body what happens when you think of money. Do you notice any anxiety or tension? Maybe if you notice some resistance, fear, and just noticing it, noticing where it is in your body. And then wherever it is, I invite you to say yes to it. Yes. Yes, this is what comes up when I think of money. Yes. No judgment, no trying to change it, just noticing it. Allow yourself to be aware about any thoughts, beliefs, memories that may come up when you think of money. Thinking about what others may have said to you about money, what you may have seen or noticed growing up, how your parents may have been with money. And just thinking of all the emotional distress, maybe even good feelings you feel about money. And breathe in, breathe out. And let's start some clearing. If you'd like to find your hands on your side of hand, and you can repeat after me and follow after me. Let's start with side of hand. Even though I may have all these uncomfortable thoughts about money, I still deeply and completely choose to love and honor myself and all of these thoughts. And even though I may have uncomfortable feelings, maybe pain, maybe trauma around money, I still deeply and completely choose to love myself, forgive myself, and accept myself exactly as I am. And even though I have all of these unwanted experiences with money, I choose to deeply and completely choose to love, honor, and really see myself and just get curious. No judgment, just love and acceptance. For me, and even for money. Eyebrow. All these uncomfortable feelings around money. All these painful experiences with money. All these traumatic experiences with money. All this upset and pain around money. I associate all these negative feelings with money. And now I have an unpleasant response to money. Rightfully so. If my experience with money has been pain, it makes sense that I've associated money with pain. I choose to honor myself. I was just doing what anybody would do. I am just a human being like everybody else. Money might remind me of painful experiences. Money might remind me about the mistakes I've made with money. Maybe I feel wrong or stupid around money. Maybe I felt very unlucky with money. But I don't want to be limited by my past. I don't want to be limited by my traumatic experiences with money. I choose to leave the past in the past. I'm allowing myself to see that whatever happened in the past, it was not money's fault. I can separate pain from money. I can separate shame from money. All this shame that I am carrying about bad experiences with money, all the stupid things I might have done with money. I didn't know any better back then. I was doing the best I could with all that I learned and all that I knew. I was doing the best I could in the circumstance that I was in. I was doing the best I could with whatever programming I had. But that is in the past. Now is not then. Can I notice that I am here right now in this moment? Right now, I am tapping on my face. I am not making any stupid mistakes with money. I am just here with myself, noticing what I would like to change about money, giving myself the opportunity to grow, giving myself the opportunity to learn from the past. That is already enough proof that I do know a bit better now than then. Can I trust my experiences has taught me what I would like and what I would not like with money? I choose to separate money from all that pain, allowing myself to heal that pain now. All this anxiety about money, all this worry about money, Times in my life when money was the source of a lot of worry. Fears that there would not be enough. Am I still in that energy? From my past experiences, when money was a source of worry. When I was in fear because I didn't know how to get more of it. I didn't know where to get money next. All this pain of lack. I associated money with the pain of lack, when actually the worry did not come from money. The worry came from not having money. I associated with that lack. I associated all that lack with money. All that pain and worry with money. So maybe when I don't have enough, it still triggers that same anxiety. Because I associated money with pain. When the circumstances were painful, it was not money's fault. So I'm allowing myself to separate all that anxiety with money. So I can feel peaceful about money. All this money anxiety, all this money worry, all this money fear, all this money trauma. I choose to clear all of that out now. Clearing it from a cellular level. Clearing it all the way back through my past. Back to my childhood. Back to the very first time I ever associated money with pain. The parts of me that know how to do this will do it. I allow myself to think of that very first time when money became something it was not. When money became something that was not real. When money turned into pain and fear. I go back to that time. I don't have to consciously know when it was. I see that version of me. Can I notice how that version of me was doing the best they could do in that moment? They chose to pick up money as pain, most likely to protect themselves, most likely to keep themselves safe. Can I choose to give that version of me some love and compassion? And can I choose to thank them? That version of me just loves me. That part of me just wants to protect me. And I choose to let them know now. Thank you for all that you are doing and have done. But now I have something new for you. Here's a big little secret, big and little. Money is not the source of pain. Those experiences were painful. And just give them a hug. I give that version of me, that part of me, a hug. And I lighten their load by releasing all of the pain associated with money. I tell them you can put it down now. I am the future version of you, and I choose to have a different experience with money. I choose to feel peace around money. And coming back here to the very present day, knowing that I have done great work. I have given myself enough love to change my experience with money. Money being a source of pain is just a misunderstanding. I'm setting myself and my family free from all this misunderstanding. I might have been taught to worry about money, maybe by my parents or other people I knew. I might have grown up seeing other people worry about money and thought this is what I have to do too. Maybe I felt my family's anxiety around money. And out of love and loyalty for my family, I may be repeating the same experiences around money as I saw my family experience. I choose to let myself know now I can be loyal to my family and have a better experience than them. I can belong with my family and have a better experience with money than them. I will always belong. There may have been some traumatic events in my life that were associated with money. Maybe I was hurt by others, or maybe I saw others get hurt because of money. And I got the feeling that money is associated with hurt and pain. And maybe I've been carrying all that pain and hurt in my body. Carrying all of this in my body. Even though I consciously might say, I would really like to have more money. Maybe because that's what I'm supposed to say or want. But on some level, a part of me says, money is pain. So why would I want more of that? Part of me says more money would be more worry. More money would be more anxiety and pain. And even though that's not true, that's how a part of my mind sees it. And I choose to honor that part of me. I choose to see that they are just keeping me safe. Maybe I've been too successful at keeping money away from me. I choose to love and forgive myself for all the ways I tried to limit money in an attempt to limit pain. I choose to love and forgive myself for all the ways I tried to limit money in an attempt to limit anxiety, in an attempt to limit worry. And I have been really good at that. And I'd like to change that now. If I can be so good at limiting money, I choose to see that part of me as very strong. And I choose to let that part of me allow more money in. I'm giving myself permission to feel peace around money, releasing all this fear and anxiety, releasing past embarrassment, letting go of any money shame. I love and appreciate the parts of me that have been holding on to this pain, believing I really needed it to stay safe. Whatever emotional discomfort I have around money is just something I learned based on some old misunderstandings, mine or someone else's. Good news is that things can be unlearned and new things can be learned. As much as I consciously wanted money, some part of my unconscious needed to hold on to the pain. But now, as I acknowledge all of this truth, as I acknowledged all of this pain and anxiety, maybe I can see now why I haven't allowed more money. I choose to really love and appreciate myself for that, for all the ways I've been protecting myself. Clearly, I have a very strong part of me, and that strong part of me is always protecting me. So I choose to protect myself by having more money. I'm allowing myself to clear all this pain, releasing all this pain from every fiber of my being, all the way back through my past, all the way back to my childhood, back through all the times in my life where something happened around money that made me uncomfortable. And I decided that money was uncomfortable. All these decisions that money was something to be afraid of. I was just doing the best I could. And now I'm setting myself free to do something better. Not blaming money anymore for all of these uncomfortable experiences. Not blaming any money anymore for all the misunderstandings I picked up. I'm clearing all this confusion now, so I can feel peace around money. Allowing myself to see that people's behaviors is also not money's fault. When people do wrong things in the name of money, it is not money's fault. The same knife that can cook a meal can also hurt somebody. Not blaming the knife for what it can cause. Allowing myself to take responsibility. Allowing others to take responsibility. And no more blaming money. Money is just a tool. Allowing more peace around money. Knowing that money is just a form of energy. And there is a never-ending supply of energy. I don't need to feel anxious around money anymore. I don't need to worry about money anymore. I want to be able to think clearly around money. When I can think clearly about money, I can see ways to bring more of it in. I can manage it better. I can make better decisions. Some of the mistakes I made around money was just the result of my money anxiety. So I allow more peace around money so that I'll naturally make better choices around it. It is much more beneficial for me to feel peace around money. So I'm allowing myself to feel peace around money and in all areas of my life, in body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath. Thank you. That was Clearing Money Pain, taken from Brad Yates with a little bit of Rush Me. I hope you enjoyed that. And like Brad Yates says, lather, rinse, repeat. Keep going over it again and again. If you notice anything come up, write it down and just noticing it, not judging it. When we see something, seeing something is powerful enough to make change. So thank you for seeing yourself today.